These fudgy brownies are the perfect dessert to light up your day and night for that matter. And trust me when I say they're so easy to make. First things first, we'll need to work on our baking pan. Now you want to line this quickly with some butter. Now you also want to line the sides as well, so not just the bottom of the pan, but also the sides as well. Next, you want to go in with some pre-cut baking paper. I've had to do this off camera. I had to do a little bit of measurement if I'm being honest, so you might also need to do that as well. Now after putting the first baking paper, put some butter on that before you put in the second baking paper in the opposite directions, sort of, and then you want to put that aside. Next, let's have a look at our ingredients. Now we have some butter, we have chocolate chips, we have eggs, we have baking powder, we have salt, we have flour, we also have some vanilla essence, we have some more eggs, and then some cocoa powder. Please be sure to check out the description box for the list of ingredients. Now you want to put a saucepan on a gas or a burner on low to medium heat, and we want to melt the butter halfway down, and then we're going to add a cup of chocolate chips. Now you want to stir that properly so that the chocolate chips that will be melting is well incorporated with the butter. Now you don't need to leave that on the gas or the burner for too long, because the heat from the butter will certainly melt the chocolate chips when taken off the burner. Now I've put that on for about 2 to 3 minutes and I was stirring the whole time. I've taken that out and now it's time to set up the rest of my ingredients. So I've poured 4 eggs into a bowl and I'm adding half a cup of granulated white sugar, and then I'm adding a third of a cup of dark brown sugar. I'm going in with my baking powder, my vanilla essence, some salt, and also some coffee as well. Now I'm going to stir all of these ingredients gently together. Now when all of these ingredients are well incorporated together, I'm going to go in with my cocoa powder. I've got half a cup of cocoa powder. Now this is a tricky yet fun bit. Now what you want to do is take your time to stir this to ensure that the cocoa powder is well incorporated in with the batter. So there's no rush really. Next, you want to go in with the melted chocolate. I've left that to cool off for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you want to stir again just to look at all of that chocolatey goodness. Next, I'm going to go in with a cup of flour. I've had to swap out the whisk for the spatula because I want to ensure that the flour is well incorporated. More so, I do not want to beat my batter or whisk my batter too hard. So the spatula is perfect because it helps me with a gentle folding without overworking my batter. All done now, and just have a look at all of this glorious batter. This looks really good. This is thick now. Everything is well incorporated. I have not overworked this batter, not one bit. I've given it the perfect level of love, care and attention it needs. Next, I'm just going to pour that into my already set baking pan. Now you want to be careful to ensure that you get every last bit of all of that chocolatey goodness, and also be careful that the baking paper doesn't get in the way. I don't think I used enough butter on the side, but it looks all good to me and quite ready to go into the oven. Now as soon as I'm done with that, I'm just going to add half a cup of chocolate chips that I already saved before, and all I'm going to do is tap that in and put it in the oven to bake for 30 to 35 minutes. Now I'm just going in with my skewer just to ensure that it's got the right level of moistness on the inside, and trust me, it does indeed. Now I'm going to leave this to cool off for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, but this looks so tempting right now. I am salivating. Next, I'm going to transfer the brownies from the tray onto a chopping board. Next, I'm adding in some sea salt, just a tiny bit. You don't need a whole lot, and it all depends on your preference. Next, it's time to dive into this. I'm just going to cut that up quickly because I can't wait no further. Just have a look at that glorious. Look at that fudginess on the inside. This looks so beautiful, and the taste is amazing. This right here is the perfect fudgy brownies. You don't have to look no further. And guess what I'm going to have this with? I'm certainly going to have this with some scoops of ice cream. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.